Jeff and Colleen, thank you guys for having us here. It was a pleasure sitting down with you guys and to tell you what we've been doing at DABOR. And we want to give you the opportunity for you to tell everybody who you are. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, we're Investors Realty Group. We started this company about 2 years ago. So we started kind of right after COVID, right before the big NAR settlement. And it was an interesting time, to start our own brokerage, basically. And we are here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We like saying that word and trying to get people to pronounce it when we're with them on the phone. And we kind of focus on business real estate. So we do property management, we do commercial leasing, and the brokerage we do is typically buying and selling for our property management clients, small multifamily portfolios. But we also do open houses. Chandler was at an open house this past weekend. And so we, have signs and yard signs. We do all of it, but our focus is we're a small family company based in Ypsilanti, and we focus on kind of business real estate.
Great. So what would you say sets you apart from other brokerages?
One of the biggest things is we came into setting up our own brokerage from Jeff and I both having different careers, adjacent real estate things, legal. So we don't have the same experience that an agent gets going through Keller Williams, or Chandler's my son. So, we're family, like Jeff said, we're family. And we're not trying to get gigantic. We want to offer good service, personal service, expertise. We kind of started out, should we call ourselves boutique? Should we, what word should we use? So we're very specialized.
Do you look for possibly down the road for some realtors to join your brokerage?
Sure.
Possibly?
We would, we're definitely open to that even now. Not that we're not, I didn't want to imply that we're not open to it at all. But just the way we're set up, we aren't a Keller Williams style, where we're going to have specific training and things like that. But overall, we can offer a somewhat established agent, a lot.
Yeah, our territory is Washtenaw County and then around it, so Western Wayne County, Oakland County. And if there was a realtor who had some property management experience or some commercial leasing experience, or they just have their own angle in their own little neighborhood of that, that'd be the kind of person that we think could probably have a good time with us, because we are small and nimble and we can give them some real specialized experience and input. And I think we all know in real estate, you have to have a niche. So that's kind of what we have and what we would offer.
Yeah, and I always say, it's for me, I don't do property management, so I would more than likely refer it to somebody with your expertise and somebody that will handle it a lot better than I would.
It's really a good idea to refer it to people who know, because there are so many places where you can get in trouble. And if you're a person who owns a handful of properties and you're like, I'm not going to give a property manager money, why would I do that? I can collect the rent, but there's fair housing and there's compliance and there's, collecting money. And here where we live, because of the source of income, well, it's not in the whole state now, but we've had that in Ypsilanti already. We were already used to it. And most people on the street don't understand the nuances of those rules and to stay compliant, and you can get in a lot of trouble.
You can get in a lot of trouble. Or if you have an extremely difficult tenant and you're an owner manager and you can say some things feeling like this is my property and and you can really, really ruin everything you've built without knowing exactly how to document things and speak to people and what you can't say and can say. And so,
speaking about being compliant, remember it was talked about that there was another brokerage that was talking about having a compliance committee.
That's correct. Yeah, and I actually just learned this today that you need a principal broker in your office if you do property management. So yeah, it's a great idea to have property managers, available to you if you're working with tenants.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, we get referrals from other realtors a lot, and say we refer things if someone's just looking to buy something that's not related to an income property. we will tell them, you know, we might be able to help you, but our person down the street, you know, Candy Hinton, all she does is buyer's agents. She's the one that, you know, you might want to work with.
Right.
So that's just how it goes. We should all try and help our clients get the best help they can get.
Absolutely. And I want to mention that we're very thankful you're here in Ypsilanti and trusting our board. And we're very excited to be, you know, to be well, having you a part of our board. And also, is there anything that you feel, what do you feel that we should do? How do you feel about what we are doing?
I feel really good about it, to be honest. Yeah, we've had a great experience with DABOR, and learning about everything today from you was like, wow, okay. I kept saying that in my head, like, oh, wow.
Yeah, the main thing is, you know, when we need some help and we call our board of realtors, the phone gets answered, and we get, you know, we're not treated like we're a burden. You know, we're treated like we're a valued member, and they want us to get that help, and we know we're always welcome to come to the office, and we'll get a smile, and you know,
not currently, but soon. Renovation.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, we're excited about that. Absolutely. We're always talking about our customer service has gotten a lot much better than it was, and we're always pushing for. It's always about the member and what we're going to do to help them. So I totally agree. That's. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about the city of Ypsilanti in particular?
There's a lot going on in Ypsilanti right now.
Mm-hmm.
The former Eastern Michigan University School of Business, which is a block over from here, takes up an entire city block, was purchased by a company called MIHQ out of Ann Arbor, and they're kind of a technology developer. So they almost gutted the building and have redone it, and they have about 40,000 square feet to lease out. Half of it is already leased to the University of Michigan. U of M already put their sign up. That's going to be online soon. There are lots of great restaurants here. If you're on the social medias, you'll see Ann Arbor groups. Someone will say, "Where's a good place to eat?" And everyone is recommending Ypsi places.
Nice.
You know, and also just regular people and students, because college town. We have a lot of U of M students, professors,
recent
graduate
graduates
students coming here to live because no one can afford Ann Arbor.
Well, you're 8 miles from Ann Arbor, and so these days it's just like you're in a kind of another neighborhood of Ann Arbor. I grew up in Ann Arbor, and Ypsilanti and Ann Arbor used to be very separate, and it's becoming more of an overall community, and people
amongst the two cities.
Yeah, people are realizing in Ann Arbor that you can have an amazing lifestyle here in Ypsilanti. Parking's not as challenging. There's parks everywhere. The food is great. You've seen people walk by our office like every 2 minutes.
I love the setting.
Yeah, we love it too.
So
it reminds me such of like a downtown townish area where, you know, there's a lot of people walking. I see people walking their pets.
Mm-hmm.
You get that like old town feel.
Yeah,
exactly.
Someone will walk by and we'll be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, and we're very committed to Ypsilanti. We own our home here. We live here. We just bought a mixed-use building a block from here, so we're participants in, you know, owning property as well as managing it, as well as brokering it.
And I also I'm on the executive board of the Downtown Development Authority here in Ypsilanti.
Great.
So, you know, big cheerleaders for bringing folks down here. So.
And we would love to collaborate with you guys on,
Yeah.
you know, in that aspect. On the Government Affairs Committee, where we could, whatever value we can bring, we'd love to bring it over. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, well, we're in our second year of starting and running this company, and, you know, if there's a message we want to get out is for younger realtors or people trying to boost their businesses, you have to network,
Mm-hmm.
make friends, talk to people.
Definitely.
That's where the business is, and, you know, technology and apps and other things are great to help. Tools. They're not the engine. The engine is personal relationships.
Like you said, collaboration is everything.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And we're very happy to be part of DABOR. We got a lot of pressure to join the Ann Arbor Board of Realtors because Ypsi's in Washtenaw County, and we felt like our business and the future of what we're doing, you know, is the corridor, basically the, you know, Michigan Ave corridor between here and Detroit, which goes right through Dearborn. And we're happy to kind of anchor the western end of.
It's pretty exciting. Yeah, for sure. I want to thank you guys for allowing us to come over, and I got to meet you, and I'm excited for more things down the road. Anything you need, Alex, Andrea, Susan, they're wonderful to deal with.
We're excited to come on down to the new office.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Help
yeah.
the renovation
Hopefully in
going.
mid-June
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
is we're, I've got my fingers crossed that by
Target date.
the target date will be by mid-June.
Well, it's perfect. Early summer.
Yeah.
Early-ish summer. Yeah.
With hopefully, if there's any delays, probably the beginning of July, but that's the target date we got for mid-June.
Great.
Well, we love what you're doing, and Realtors Association should be about the realtors,
Mm-hmm.
not about the association.
No,
And we love what you guys are doing to reach out and, have it be driven by the business. So,
and that's the ultimate goal.
yeah.
And I want to thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right.